Take a look at this. This is a typical Chapter 7 bankruptcy filing. The first place you have to sign the petition. We've got 2 pages of signature blocks here. Basically, here's where the debtors have to sign, and here's where the attorney has to sign. Actually, the attorney has to sign it 2 times. So you sign the petition, you'd think you'd be done then, but are you done signing? No, no, no. The next thing you have to sign is you have to sign, in the Eastern District of California anyway, you have to sign Exhibit D to the petition, where the debtor certifies that he has completed the pre-required course on consumer credit counseling. Now it's interesting, the debtor has to certify that he's done this because he also has to attach to the petition the course completion certificate where the company certifies that he's completed the course. Where else does the debtor have to sign? Well, the next thing is your set of schedules where you list your debts, your assets, your income, and your living expenses. And then when you get done with that, you have to sign under penalty of perjury, a certification that everything that you wrote in your schedules about your assets, your income, your debts, and liabilities is all true. Then, after verifying your schedules, you have what's called a statement of financial affairs, where a series of questions is asked about your financial status, and you have to sign again, verifying under penalty of perjury that all the questions that you answered, all the questions in the statement of financial affairs, all of that's true too. Are they done having you sign yet? No. Then you have to do what's called the means test, which I think is a national disgrace. This is the thing where the Congress said, we're going to look to see how much income you make, and if you make too much income, we're not going to let you file a bankruptcy at Chapter 7 and be discharged from your debt. We're going to force you to make payments over a period of 3 to 5 years and basically make you an indentured servant to the credit card companies. Are you done signing yet? No, you're not. The next thing you have to sign is a certification that you received a Bankruptcy Code Section 342 Notice of Available Chapters, that your lawyer did advise you that you have the opportunity to file a couple of different kinds of bankruptcies. Are you done signing yet? No. The next thing you have to sign is your statement of intentions, declaring to your secured creditors what you intend to do with the collateral that you have, any collateral assets that have pledged to secure any of your debts. Are you done signing yet? No. Then you have to sign a statement of your Social Security number, verifying that the Social Security number you've given to the court is your true and accurate Social Security number. Are you done signing yet? No. Then you have to sign a paper verifying that the mailing matrix, that is the list of addresses you provided to the court to notify your creditors of the bankruptcy, you've got to sign a statement saying that you've checked that and that's true too. Total number of signatures for a Chapter 7, 8 times the debtor has to sign this. You know how many times a complainant in a federal lawsuit or a state court lawsuit has to sign a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, either a plaintiff or a defendant? Usually only 1 time. Sometimes the party doesn't even have to sign. The lawyer can sign it 1 time for the party, and that's all that's required. But why is it that in a bankruptcy proceeding, a debtor has to sign his name 8 different times, when for most other proceedings, all that's required is a single signature? Because the feds say they do, and because they can get away with saying that with a bankrupt debtor who has very little resource, legal representation, horsepower, or other power or asset to complain about it. My question to the federal bureaucrats that require a bankruptcy debtor to sign his name 8 different times on a bankruptcy petition is, aren't you just a little bit ashamed of yourselves? Don't you think that it's humiliating enough for a person who has to go through a bankruptcy, particularly a member of the American middle class, who never imagined that he would end up in this financial position, and who more than 50% of the time is only here because of outrageous medical bills that he's unable to pay? Don't you think it's humiliating enough for him to sign 1 time? And as I look at this, 8 times that these bankrupt debtors are forced to sign this petition, I ask myself questions like, I wonder how many times Bernie Madoff had to sign his name in order to get his securities license and bilk people out of billions of dollars. I wonder how many times Senator Ted Stevens had to sign his name to become a United States senator and go on the lobbying gravy train. I bet it was 1 time. So why is it that we require bankrupt debtors to sign their names 8 times? Here's a little suggestion for you federal bureaucrats. When you're looking next time at revising these bankruptcy petition papers, how about saving a few thousand trees and putting 1 sheet of paper at the end of the petition with a series of about 8 boxes that could be checked or initialed, and just say on that page, by signing below 1 time, the bankrupt debtor is certifying he's signing his petition, he's certifying he's completed the consumer credit counseling course, he's certifying that his schedules under penalty of perjury are true and accurate, he's certifying that his answers to the statement of financial affairs are true and accurate, he's certifying that his means test computations are true and accurate, he's certifying that he received his 342 notice, certifying the statement of intentions, certifying that his statement of social security number is correct, and verifying the accuracy of his mailing matrix. All of that could be on a single sheet of paper. If they file the papers at different times, they could check the boxes on the one to certify a signature on those documents that are being filed at that time, and attach another one with the boxes checked the next time they file. You could save thousands of trees. But more importantly, and here's the thing that I wish that you had been in my office one of the many, many times when a tearful housewife, a housewife in tears, has been forced to sit across the desk from me and sign her name to these bankruptcy papers 8 different times in terror because her husband has lost her job and they don't know whether they're going to be able to save their house, their cars, they don't know what their future is going to be, and they never imagined as a middle-class American family that they would be in this position. As she signed her name 8 different times on these papers, if you could be in my office and see that, maybe you'd fix this. Or if you could be here when a father who's humiliated, who lost his job, who doesn't know how he's going to support his family in the future, as he sits at my office and signs these papers 8 different times. If you could see the look on his face, maybe you could fix this so he only had to sign it once. Or if you could see the mother who knows that the finances of her entire family have been destroyed because she had a child who was sick, and now they have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of medical bills that they can't pay, and their entire financial status is in bankruptcy because of unpaid medical bills because one of their children got sick. And you could see her in my office in tears signing these bankruptcy papers. Maybe you could fix this so he only had to sign it 1 time. Thanks for letting me have my say. I hope you never have to sign these papers 8 times. If you ever do, God bless you and good luck.